Welcome to pile number 1. The Nine of Pentacles suggests that yes, this friendship has run its course, but not necessarily in a dramatic or painful way. This card indicates that you've both grown into different people who value independence and are content in your separate lives. The friendship is ending through natural divergence rather than conflict. This card shows that you, or they, or both of you, have reached a place of self-sufficiency and personal fulfillment where the friendship is no longer a priority or necessity. You've outgrown each other or moved in different directions. Perhaps your lifestyles, values, or life stages no longer align, and maintaining the friendship feels more like an obligation than a joy. The Nine of Pentacles suggests that this ending is actually healthy and appropriate. Sometimes friendships serve a purpose for a season of your life, and when that season ends, it's okay to let the friendship naturally fade. You're both focused on your own individual journeys, achievements, and personal growth. And that's perfectly fine. This isn't about anyone doing anything wrong. It's simply about two people who have evolved separately and no longer have the same connection or common ground they once had. The friendship may transition into a pleasant acquaintance, someone you might see occasionally or wish well from a distance, but the close, active friendship is over. The Nine of Pentacles also suggests that you don't need this friendship to feel complete or happy. You're self-sufficient and surrounded by abundance in other areas of your life. You have the resources, support, and fulfillment you need without this person. This realization might be what confirms that yes, the friendship has ended, and you're genuinely okay with that. Accept this ending with grace and gratitude for what the friendship once was. You can appreciate what you shared without needing to force it to continue. Sometimes the most mature thing is to acknowledge that people grow apart, and that's a natural part of life's journey. Welcome to pile number 2. The Eight of Swords suggests that the friendship isn't necessarily over, but it's trapped in a difficult, stuck pattern that makes it feel like it might be ending. You're both caught in limitations, miscommunication, or self-imposed restrictions that are preventing the friendship from being healthy and fulfilling. This card indicates that someone, possibly both of you, feels trapped, victimized, or unable to communicate freely in this friendship. There might be unspoken resentments, assumptions, or misunderstandings that are binding the friendship and preventing it from flowing naturally. You might both be too afraid or too stubborn to address the real issues. The Eight of Swords says the friendship doesn't have to be over, but it will be if someone doesn't remove the blindfold and speak honestly. Right now, you're both stuck in a prison of your own making, perhaps playing the victim, refusing to reach out first, or holding on to hurt without addressing it. The friendship is suffocating under the weight of everything that's not being said. This card also suggests you might be asking the wrong question. Instead of, is this friendship over? Ask, am I willing to break free from this stuck pattern and have an honest conversation? The friendship's fate depends on whether either of you is brave enough to cut through the mental restrictions and communicate authentically. The Eight of Swords can also indicate that you feel powerless in this friendship, like you can't leave but also can't stay comfortably. You might be trapped between wanting to preserve the friendship and recognizing it's unhealthy. The truth is, you have more power and options than you realize. You can walk away, and you can also choose to fight for it. The choice is yours, even if it doesn't feel that way. The friendship is in a critical state, trapped between life and death. It will only survive if both parties are willing to remove their blindfolds, acknowledge the truth, and work through the limitations. Otherwise, yes, this slow suffocation will eventually end the friendship. The power to save it or end it lies in honest communication and the willingness to break free from stuck patterns. Welcome to pile number 3. The Six of Pentacles suggests that the friendship isn't over, but it's experiencing a significant imbalance that needs to be addressed. This card indicates that one person is giving much more than the other, and this inequality is creating tension that could eventually end the friendship if not corrected. This friendship has become lopsided. One person is always reaching out, always supporting, always giving time and energy, while the other is taking without reciprocating. The Six of Pentacles shows an unequal exchange of resources, whether that's time, emotional support, effort, or availability. This imbalance is unsustainable and unfair. The friendship isn't necessarily over, but it's at a crossroads. The person who's been giving more needs to establish boundaries and stop overfunctioning in the friendship. The person who's been taking more needs to step up and show they value the friendship through equal effort. If both parties can recognize the imbalance and work to create more equity, the friendship can be saved. However, the Six of Pentacles warns that if the imbalance continues, the friendship will end, likely with the giver finally getting exhausted and walking away. You can't sustain a one-sided friendship indefinitely. At some point, the person who's been carrying the friendship will realize they deserve reciprocity and mutual effort. This card also suggests evaluating whether this friendship is truly mutual, or if it's become more of a charity case. Are you friends because you genuinely enjoy each other's company and both benefit from the connection? Or has it become a dynamic where one person feels obligated to help or support the other out of guilt or duty? True friendship requires balance. The Six of Pentacles asks both parties to examine their roles in this friendship. If you're the giver, are you giving because you want to or because you feel you have to? If you're the receiver, are you taking advantage or simply unaware of the imbalance? Honest reflection is needed from both sides. The friendship can be saved if balance is restored, but it requires both people to show up equally. Communication about needs and expectations is crucial. If one person is unwilling to give more or the other is unwilling to give less, then yes, this friendship may be ending due to fundamental incompatibility in what each person is willing to invest.